have never edited in Lightroom with the Lightroom brush tool, you are missing one of the most powerful tools available in the Lightroom software. So I'm going to show you how to use the brush editing tool, which is right here in your Developed tab. And what this does is it allows you to create really specific areas of your photo that are edited exactly the way that you want. Let me show you how it works. Go ahead and click on the brush tool. And what that's going to do is when you drag your tool over, it's going to create this spotlighted section. And you can decide the size of that spotlighted section by going down here to the brush and then changing the size. For today, I actually want to work with a slightly larger brush because I'm going to be editing this photo to really bring out the colors of this drink here in the forefront. So once you pick your size, go ahead and scroll up to this upper section, and you can either set the settings for your brush and then apply the brush, or once it is set, you can go back here and really tinker around with what settings you want that brush to have. I tend to use brushes to up the sharpness of a specific area, to up the exposure to create more of a focal point, and then to really dial in a brightness of color or the whites in that section. Now, once you're done, make sure that you click done, or else you're going to be editing with a brush and frustrated with yourself because you can't get to the rest of your photo. When you've pressed done, then you're back to editing your photo just like you normally would. So I can now come in here and tinker with the settings just like I would with any other photo. But say I've now edited this section, applied too much of a brush to really let the back stand out in the way that I want. No big deal. Just go ahead and click on your brush, and then you can create a second brush applying specific changes in whatever settings you please, so that the rest of the photo or whatever other sections you want to edit are fully dialed in. Now say this is really good and it's really close, but oh man, I just want to go back and edit my first brush. Again, click on the brush tool, and what you're going to have are these two little sections that show you the brushes that you've applied, but maybe I can't remember which was my first brush and which was my second brush, or which areas are affected. In order to find that out, you just hover over your brush section, and it takes about 1 second to activate this little finger, and it will show you in a red area where that brush is applying its settings. In order to get back to that brush, say I want to get back to this first one, all I do is click on it, and it will reactivate my brush where I can now super boost whatever it is that I want to have happening with that photo. So a little bit of editing play. What I'm going to do is actually turn this brush down, but up the sharpness here. Finish it off, and then finalize my edits. And this is such a great way, especially if you feel like you really want to create a focus on one section of your images, or you really want, or maybe a section of your photo is like super underexposed and you want to fix it. The brush tool is king. So go ahead and play around with it. Check out just how powerful this editing tool is. And I think that you're going to find that it's something that you use far more than you ever dreamed that you would use it once you figure out just how awesome this tool is.